Major construction is underway at the Addictions Recovery Center East Main campus, but questions are growing about what's happening behind the scenes as many sudden changes have followed. Thanks for joining us for NewsWatch 12 at 6. I'm Oscar Rodriguez. NewsWatch 12 Daryl Green has a story.
At the beginning of 2025, the Addictions Recovery Center tore it down and began new construction on their East Main campus building. Now, I'm currently walking along 1001 East Main Street, where you can take a look at how that construction has been going. However, despite this recent construction, over 10 employees have been laid off.
This definitely blindsided, as far as I know, most people.
The messages on your screen showcase multiple responses from employees who were terminated by the Addictions Recovery Center after the company terminated multiple employees this Wednesday.
I have definite concerns in how this is in the best interest of the clients that the ARC serves. From what I have heard, there was 16 total layoffs and 6 transitions, and as far as what I've heard, they no longer have any clinicians, only interns.
One source says they have not seen this many layoffs within the same time frame at the company since COVID-19.
Do you think that the new construction is kind of one of the things that is pushing forward even more layoffs during this time?
Yes, because I do know that I believe during the summer picnic, Eric Geyer had told us that construction had paused because they were waiting for some funding to come through for the new construction. And so there is part of me that wonders if more funding for that new construction has paused.
I reached out to the company yesterday after learning of their notable layoffs and received the response shown. This morning, I reached out to the company again for more clarification and received this statement from the company's communications officer, Joe Wilson. At this moment, construction remains ongoing at the company's East Main campus building. Reporting in Medford, I'm Daryl Green.
And the meeting to fill the vacancy on the Josephine County Board of Commissioners is now on hold until recall election results are certified. Josephine County Legal Counsel Wally Hicks says that under county charter, the county clerk cannot participate in the temporary board until the election is certified. The meeting of the temporary board will be rescheduled for a time and the date that's after the certification. And this week, the Medford City Council voted in favor of establishing the Economic Improvement District, a partnership between the city and the downtown businesses. And with this approval, the Downtown Medford Association is launching a complimentary program to bring more businesses to downtown. The storefront activation program aims to fill 3 to 5 vacant storefronts with the businesses to attract people to downtown. The Downtown Medford Association said it's an immediate action in collaboration with EID. Now, businesses impacted by the EID are invited to share their input before the city makes a final decision. A closer look at the storefront activation program and the EID can be found on our website. But now let's check in with Storm Alert Weather 12 Chief Meteorologist Matt Hoffman. Matt, it was kind of cold today. Can we expect that for tonight?
Yeah, it's going to be another cold night tonight. Let's take a look outside right now. 37 degrees already in Medford. It's 35 in Wairika. We've dipped into the 20s in Klamath Falls and 41 degrees in Grants Pass. We will likely see also more areas of freezing fog developing in some of our west side valleys. We do have a freezing fog advisory that's been issued for the valleys of Jackson, Josephine, and eastern Curry County. Temperatures around the region in the 20s for most of the east side, 27 degrees in Lakeview. We're heading for the teens tonight, including in the Klamath Basin. We're at 31 degrees now in Mount Shasta. It's 48 degrees in Ashland, a little bit milder on the south end of the valley. And then we're at 48 degrees in Brookings. So check out this beautiful view of the clouds breaking up in the valley earlier today. Will Jefferson sending in this photo of a snow-covered Mount McLaughlin, but the extended forecast is looking very mild and there will be some melting going on when it comes to our snowpack through the next 7 days. Out there now, you can see some of the higher level clouds that have been increasing, giving us a beautiful sunset tonight. Still going to see areas of freezing fog, though, developing. That freezing fog advisory for the west side from 10 p.m. tonight through 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, visibly down to a quarter mile or less. And with temperatures expected below freezing, we could see a glaze of ice, especially on bridges and overpasses. Down to 30 degrees tonight in Medford, 22 in Wairika, and will tumble down into the teens again tonight for the Klamath Basin. Tomorrow, temperatures seasonal but fairly chilly for inland areas. Highs generally in the 40s, some 50s along the coast. Wet weather stays at bay, although we will see increased clouds for tomorrow. All the precipitation stays well to the west and to the north. We'll take a closer look at your weekend forecast and details on the warm-up for next week coming up. Oscar?
Thank you, Matt. Medford police today are releasing new details about a heavily armed response in a West Medford neighborhood. Officers say a report of suspicious activity and a possible firearm led to a SWAT call-out in the 4500 block of Wolfrun. And here's what we learned. The caller told police a woman entering the home asked them to call 911 if the situation escalated. The neighbor also reported seeing a firearm. Police say the residence was also already known to a law enforcement, and officers later confirmed a wanted subject inside, a convicted felon believed to be armed with a shotgun. And after repeated attempts to make contact failed, officers moved to a safety-focused response. Police say SWAT was called in to reduce risk to officers and nearby neighbors. And during the operation, officers used drones for aerial surveillance, conducted a low-grade explosive breach to enter the home, and deployed a K-9 team to search for anyone hiding inside. 4 people with outstanding warrants were taken into custody, and police say the scene was safely cleared and there's no ongoing threat to the public. And we have another update tonight on the Eagle Point dog hoarding case along Crystal Drive. Eagle Point police say all the dogs from the Crystal Drive cases are currently being cared for at the Jackson County Animal Shelter. Only a limited number of dogs have been relinquished by the owner so far. The remaining animals are part of an ongoing court process, and there's no timeline yet for when they could become available for adoption. And if a forfeiture order is granted, any future adoptions would be handled through the Midwest Schipperke Rescue. Now, following yesterday's shooting in Portland, U.S. Senator Jeff Merkley canceled today's town halls, which were set to take place in the counties near Salem. Currently, Merkley is still scheduled to hold town halls in Southern Oregon, with one taking place in Curry County tomorrow at 6 p.m. That town hall would be at Driftwood School in Port Orford. On Sunday, Merkley would continue the town halls in Jackson and Josephine counties, and details on those meetings are on your screen now, and you can find those on our website as well. And in bull riding, 8 seconds might not seem a lot, but it can be the difference between winning it all or going empty-handed. And tonight is the kickoff of the Tournament of Champions bull riding finale at the Jackson County Expo. And joining us live from the Expo is our very own NewsWatch host Samantha Cadera and meteorologist Sarah Kress. Sarah, gates just opened, right?
Gates did just open, and we're starting to see people fill in, and not too many right now, but it does get really packed here.
Yeah, we're joined here with the arena director, Joe, and I just want to know what makes tonight really special.
Tonight's amazing because you got 25 guys coming in here with the confidence that they've gained from qualifying for the finals and full expectation to go out here and win this weekend. So the energy is really high in this building when we pack it in.
Awesome. And so if you see this and want to come, are tickets still available for tonight? Tickets
are available. Get in tonight. Friday night when these guys are fresh and hungry and ready, you don't want to miss. Show starts at 7:30, but gates are open. Tickets are available.
Awesome. Yeah, he's been giving us kind of the rundown of how all of this is going down. And this is a big day. How many riders do we have?
We got 25 guys, top 25 in the standing, plus 6 junior bull riders. And the high man coming back tonight will get on a bounty bull for a bonus $2,000 on top of everything else.
The stakes are high here. So everyone here can expect a fun night if they come, right?
Oh, absolutely.
It's
a family-friendly event here tonight.
It gets serious here. Very good time to come out. So still plenty of time to head out here. If you can't head out tonight, tomorrow fills up pretty fast too.
Yes.
So make sure you get your tickets, but we'll send it back into you guys. We're live in Central Point.
Thank you, Sam and Sarah. And just 2 years in, Rogue X is quickly becoming a gathering place for Medford residents. With more visits, more events, and more community use, the facility is building momentum. I've stopped by to the Rogue X to see how the second year of operation went. Second year Rogue X has been open. They saw an increase of drop-ins from people playing basketball, volleyball, and pickleball. That number's almost 21,000 drop-in visits in 2025, about 2,400 more visitors compared to year one.
14, almost 15% increase in drop-in visits. The thing that's really cool is there are a lot of teenagers coming in, especially after school and in the evenings, to play volleyball, basketball mostly. And that is a demographic that our department has not been great at reaching in the past.
And all those activities was attracting more people to drop in at Rogue X.
You know, they have everything here, not just volleyball. You can always try new things.
Medford Parks and Recreation Director Rich Rosenthal said him and his staff work to be able to provide and coordinate many different opportunities to the community.
We're just scratching the surface in terms of the things that can happen here. And people get the idea of how important it is for a community and what a great investment it has been.
And it's not just the sports on the court that did well, but as well in the pool, as recreational swim had 105,000 visits. Rogue X expanded to have more events in 2025, having 64 of them, 10 more than in the first year. Rosenthal said in the second year of operation is proven concept in terms of what the purpose of the building is.
To be versatile, a lot of different community events and activities in here, and also it stimulates economic impact for the community.
And Rosenthal said he's excited for the future of Rogue X.
I think that in the next couple of years, the Rogue X is really going to be in full blossom in terms of, you know, the number of activities that we can host and what we're capable of doing.
The U.S. Forest Service and CAL FIRE have renewed their statewide wildfire response agreement for 5 more years. This allows crews, equipment, and aircraft to cross jurisdictional lines, ensuring the closest resources reach fires fast. Officials say this is a key advantage in Northern California's high-risk areas. A closer look at the agreement can be found on our website.